Eating heavy meals too late at night. Before we dive in, let me quickly remind you, if you're new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and share it with someone you care about. Your support helps us bring you more life-changing health insights. Now let's begin. Have you ever noticed how something as simple as what time you eat dinner can decide whether you sleep peacefully or wake up restless in the middle of the night? For younger people, eating late rarely seems like a problem. But once you cross 70, the story changes. Suddenly, habits that seemed harmless for decades start carrying real risks. One of the most underestimated of these habits is eating heavy meals too close to bedtime. At first glance, it might sound harmless. After all, food is food, right? But the truth is, the timing and size of your evening meal can determine how well your heart, stomach, and even your brain function while you're asleep. Let's unpack why this happens, and why changing this one habit can dramatically improve your health after 70. Aging changes how our body handles food. When you were in your 20s or 30s, you probably remember nights when you could eat a big dinner, maybe even grab dessert and still fall into a deep, peaceful sleep. Your metabolism was quick, your digestive system worked efficiently, and your body had plenty of energy to process food without strain. But after 70, the body doesn't work the same way. Your metabolism naturally slows down. Your stomach produces less digestive acid, and your intestines move food more sluggishly. A meal that once took 2 or 3 hours to digest might now take double the time. And here's the catch. When you go to bed with food still sitting in your stomach, you force your body to focus on digestion instead of repair and recovery. Sleep is supposed to be the time when your body rests, heals, and strengthens itself. But if your body is still busy breaking down heavy food, you're robbing yourself of that healing process. This isn't just about feeling bloated, it's about silently straining your heart and other vital organs. The hidden dangers of late-night meals. So, what exactly goes wrong when you eat a heavy dinner right before bed? Acid reflux and discomfort. When you lie down after eating, gravity no longer helps keep stomach acid in place. This allows acid to creep up into your esophagus, causing burning sensations, coughing, or even choking in your sleep. For seniors, frequent acid reflux isn't just uncomfortable. It can damage your throat, lungs, and even increase the risk of aspiration pneumonia, a dangerous infection where food particles enter the lungs. Disrupted heart function. Heavy meals make your digestive system demand more blood. To meet that demand, your heart has to pump harder at a time when it should actually be slowing down. This increased workload, especially in older adults with weaker cardiovascular systems, raises the risk of nighttime heart strain, irregular rhythms, and in severe cases, sudden cardiac events. Poor sleep quality. A full stomach keeps your body alert, even while you're trying to sleep. Instead of drifting into deep restorative stages, you remain in lighter, restless cycles. You might wake up multiple times, toss and turn, or feel groggy in the morning. Over time, chronic poor sleep damages memory, weakens the immune system, and accelerates aging. Blood sugar spikes. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, eating late can cause dangerous glucose fluctuations during the night. High blood sugar damages blood vessels and nerves, increasing the risk of strokes and heart disease, two of the leading causes of sudden nighttime deaths in seniors. A story to think about. Let's imagine someone like Mr. Ahmed, a 72-year-old who always loved his late dinners. Every night after watching TV, he would treat himself to a big plate of biryani around 10:30 p.m. He'd feel satisfied, crawl into bed, and hope for good sleep. But instead, he often woke up coughing or with a burning sensation in his chest. His doctor later explained that these nightly meals weren't just causing discomfort, they were silently putting stress on his heart and lungs. Something as simple as adjusting his dinner time and portion size could significantly lower his risks. What you should do instead. The good news is this problem isn't permanent. You can take control of your health with some simple, practical steps. Eat dinner earlier. Aim to finish your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This gives your body the time it needs to digest properly before you lie down. Keep portions light. Instead of heavy, greasy, or spicy meals, choose lighter dinners, like soups, steamed vegetables, or grilled fish. These foods are easier on the digestive system and less likely to trigger reflux. Choose smart snacks. If you feel hungry close to bedtime, don't starve yourself. Instead, go for gentle, sleep-friendly options. A handful of nuts, a banana, or a cup of herbal tea. These not only satisfy you but can even promote better sleep. Listen to your body. Pay attention to signals. If you often wake up with heartburn, indigestion, or a racing heart, it's your body's way of warning you that your nighttime eating habits need adjusting. The bigger picture. Changing this one habit may seem small, but it can bring huge benefits. By avoiding heavy late-night meals, you're not just preventing indigestion, you're protecting your heart, balancing your blood sugar, and improving your chances of waking up strong and refreshed. Remember, after 70, the goal isn't just living longer, it's living with energy, clarity, and comfort. And that starts with simple, everyday choices like when and what you eat before bed. Drinking too much liquid before bed. Before we get into today's important point, let me quickly remind you, if you're finding this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it so that more people can protect their health after 70. Your support truly means a lot and helps us continue creating valuable content for you. Why hydration isn't always helpful at night. We've all heard the advice: drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, it's good for your health. And that's true during the day. But after 70, when you drink water matters just as much as how much water you drink. If you make a habit of drinking large amounts of liquid before going to bed, you may unknowingly put yourself at risk. It doesn't matter if it's water, milk, juice, or even a cup of tea. Too much fluid too late in the evening can disrupt your sleep, put stress on your heart, and even increase the chances of dangerous nighttime accidents. What changes after 70? When you're younger, your bladder can hold more liquid, your kidneys work at peak efficiency, and your muscles are strong enough to control urination for long periods. But as we age, several changes occur. Weaker bladder muscles. The bladder loses some of its elasticity, meaning it can't hold as much fluid as before. Kidneys work differently, they continue filtering waste even at night, producing urine more frequently. Greater sensitivity. Even small amounts of fluid in the bladder can trigger the urge to urinate. Put all of this together and what happens? If you drink a large glass of water before sleeping, you're almost guaranteed to wake up once, twice, or even more during the night. This condition is called nocturia, and it affects a huge number of seniors, but most people don't realize just how risky it can be. The hidden dangers of nighttime bathroom trips. At first, waking up to use the bathroom might sound like a minor inconvenience. But for someone over 70, the risks go much deeper. Danger of falls. Picture this. It's 2 a.m., you wake up urgently needing the bathroom. You get out of bed quickly, but your blood pressure hasn't adjusted yet. This sudden movement can cause dizziness or lightheadedness, something known as postural hypotension. In the dark, with weaker balance and slower reflexes, even a small stumble can result in a serious fall, a hip fracture, or a head injury. Interrupted sleep cycles. Every time you wake up and switch on the light, your brain gets tricked into thinking it's morning. This stops the natural release of melatonin, the hormone that helps you stay in deep sleep. The result? Poor quality sleep that leaves you tired, foggy, and drained the next day. Heart strain. Believe it or not, nighttime urination can even affect your heart. Getting up repeatedly puts stress on the cardiovascular system. For seniors with heart disease or high blood pressure, this sudden strain can trigger irregular heartbeats or raise the risk of nighttime cardiac events. Impact on brain health. Long-term disrupted sleep is linked to memory problems and even dementia. Research shows that seniors who frequently wake up during the night face higher risks of cognitive decline over time. A real-life example. Let's consider Mrs. Khan, a 74-year-old grandmother. She prided herself on staying hydrated and often drank 2 glasses of water before bed, believing it was good for her kidneys. But soon she noticed she was waking up 3 to 4 times every night. Each trip to the bathroom left her feeling dizzy, and one night she almost fell. Her doctor explained that while hydration is vital, timing is everything. By shifting most of her water intake to earlier in the day and cutting back in the evening, she not only reduced her bathroom visits but also slept more soundly. How to protect yourself without sacrificing hydration. The solution isn't to stop drinking water. Hydration is still crucial for preventing kidney stones, maintaining joint health, and supporting your immune system. The trick is to adjust your drinking habits wisely. Here are some practical tips. Front-load your hydration. Drink the majority of your fluids in the first half of the day, morning through mid-afternoon. This way, your body has plenty of time to process and eliminate excess water before bedtime. Taper off in the evening. By late afternoon or early evening, start reducing your fluid intake. If you get thirsty at night, take a few small sips instead of a full glass. Limit caffeinated and alcoholic drinks. Coffee, tea, and alcohol act as diuretics, meaning they make your body produce more urine. Having them late in the day almost guarantees you'll be up at night. Watch for hidden liquids. Soups, watermelon, cucumbers, and even some medications add to your fluid load. Be mindful of what you're consuming in the hours before sleep. Create a safe path. No matter how careful you are, sometimes bathroom trips at night are unavoidable. Keep your bedroom well lit with night lights, remove clutter, and wear slippers with good grip to lower the risk of falls. The bigger picture. By simply adjusting when you drink water, you protect yourself from far more than disrupted sleep. You reduce your risk of falls, keep your heart from unnecessary stress, and protect your brain health in the long run. It may seem like a small lifestyle change, but its impact can be life-saving. Imagine sleeping through the night without constant interruptions, waking up energized and feeling sharper mentally. That's the power of timing your hydration properly. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your loved ones. That small action motivates us to keep creating content that helps seniors live longer, healthier, and more peaceful lives. The comfort trap. Most people think of a warm, cozy bedroom as the perfect recipe for restful sleep. You pull up a thick blanket, turn up the heater, and snuggle in, believing you'll drift into dreamland easily. But here's the shocking truth. Keeping your bedroom too warm at night can silently harm your health, especially after 70. What? Because as we age, our body's natural ability to regulate temperature becomes weaker. A bedroom that feels comfortable at 75 degrees might actually be stressing your heart, dehydrating your body, and preventing you from entering the deep sleep your brain and body need. How the aging body handles heat. When you were younger, your body had no problem cooling itself down. If you got too warm, you would sweat easily, your blood vessels would expand, and your core temperature would stay balanced. But after 70, several changes make temperature control more difficult. Reduced sweating. Older adults sweat less, making it harder to release excess heat. Slower circulation. Blood vessels don't expand as efficiently, which delays cooling. Lower hydration levels. Seniors are naturally more prone to dehydration, and heat makes the problem worse. Put simply, your body can't handle overheating the way it once did. That's why a warm bedroom at night isn't just uncomfortable, it's risky. The hidden dangers of a warm bedroom. Sleeping in a hot room affects more than just comfort. It triggers a chain reaction that can put your health in danger. Increased heart strain. When your body overheats, your heart works harder to circulate blood and release excess heat. For seniors with heart conditions or high blood pressure, this added workload can lead to nighttime irregularities, heart strain, or even raise the risk of strokes. Dehydration risks. Even if you don't notice sweating, your body loses water while trying to cool down. Overnight dehydration thickens the blood, which increases the chances of blood clots, one of the leading causes of heart attacks in older adults. Poor sleep quality. A hot room makes it difficult to fall into deep, restorative sleep. Instead, you toss and turn, wake up often, and remain in lighter stages of rest. Long-term poor sleep contributes to memory decline, weaker immunity, and faster aging. Breathing difficulties. For seniors with asthma, COPD, or other respiratory issues, warm stale air makes breathing harder. This can increase nighttime coughing, restlessness, or even oxygen dips during sleep. A story to think about. Consider Mr. Shah, a 75-year-old retiree. He loved to keep his room warm because it reminded him of comfort during cold winters. Every night, he set his thermostat to 76 degrees and slept under heavy blankets. But instead of waking refreshed, he often woke up drenched in sweat, groggy, and sometimes with palpitations. His doctor later explained that the warm environment was silently overworking his heart and disrupting his natural sleep cycle. Once he lowered the room temperature and switched to breathable cotton sheets, his sleep quality, and his mornings, changed dramatically. The science behind cool sleep. Why is cooler sleep healthier? Because your body naturally lowers its core temperature at night to signal the brain it's time to rest. This drop in temperature helps you enter deep, slow-wave sleep, which is critical for memory, cell repair, and immune function. But when your room is too warm, your body can't make that drop effectively. It stays alert, preventing deep rest. This is why seniors who sleep in cooler environments report feeling more refreshed, energetic, and mentally sharper. Practical tips to stay cool and safe. The good news? You don't have to freeze yourself at night. Small adjustments can make your bedroom safer and more sleep-friendly. Keep the temperature between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. This is the range sleep experts recommend for optimal rest. If that feels too chilly, start slightly warmer and gradually lower it until you find your comfort zone. Switch to breathable bedding. Replace heavy synthetic blankets with cotton or linen, which allow air to flow and prevent overheating. Wear light sleepwear. Avoid thick pajamas. Instead, choose light, moisture-wicking fabrics that keep your skin cool and dry. Improve air circulation. A simple fan, an open window, or even an air purifier can help circulate fresh air and keep your room comfortable. Stay hydrated during the day. Remember, dehydration adds to the risks of a hot room. Drink enough water earlier in the day so your body isn't starting the night already low on fluids. The bigger picture. Adjusting your sleep environment might feel minor, but it's one of the most powerful ways to protect your heart, brain, and overall health after 70. A cooler room reduces cardiovascular strain, prevents dehydration, and promotes the deep rest your body desperately needs for repair. It's not about comfort anymore, it's about survival and longevity. By keeping your bedroom cool, you're giving yourself the chance to wake up refreshed, energized, and ready to enjoy life fully. Sleeping in the wrong position. Before we start, let me remind you, if you've been finding this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. It takes just a second, but it helps us reach more people who need this life-saving information. Now let's begin. Why position matters more than you think. When most people crawl into bed at night, they don't give much thought to the position they sleep in. Some prefer their back, others their stomach, and many curl up on one side. The common assumption is simple: as long as you feel comfortable, it must be fine. But after 70, your sleeping position can literally make the difference between restful sleep and dangerous health complications. That's because aging brings changes in muscle strength, lung capacity, circulation, and even the way our hearts work at night. Lying the wrong way for hours doesn't just cause stiffness. It can restrict airflow, put pressure on your heart, and even raise the risk of stroke or sudden cardiac events. How the body changes with age. To understand why sleeping position matters, let's look at what happens as we get older. Airway weakness. The muscles in the throat relax more during sleep, making blockages more likely. Circulation challenges, blood vessels become stiffer, and the heart has to work harder to pump blood. Reduced lung function. Breathing may become shallower, and lung capacity shrinks slightly. Joint and spine sensitivity. Bones and joints become more fragile, so improper alignment during sleep can cause pain. When you combine these age-related changes with poor sleep posture, the risks multiply. The risks of common sleeping positions. Sleeping flat on your back. It might feel comfortable, but for many seniors, it's the riskiest position. Gravity pulls the tongue and throat muscles backward, blocking the airway. This leads to sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and restarts during sleep. Many people don't realize they have it, but it can cause dangerously low oxygen levels, irregular heartbeats, and a higher chance of sudden cardiac arrest at night. Back sleeping can also worsen acid reflux, as stomach acid easily flows upward into the throat. This disrupts sleep and increases the risk of aspiration pneumonia. Sleeping on the right side. While better than lying flat on your back, research shows that sleeping on the right side may place extra pressure on the heart. For seniors with existing heart conditions, this can make circulation less efficient and lead to fluid buildup in the lungs or legs, contributing to congestive heart failure over time. Sleeping on the stomach. This position may keep the airway open, but it twists the neck and spine unnaturally, creating long-term joint and back problems. It can also make breathing more difficult by pressing on the chest. The safest position after 70. So, what's the healthiest way to sleep after 70? On your left side. Here's why. It improves circulation and helps the heart pump more efficiently. It keeps the airway clearer, reducing the risk of sleep apnea. It aids digestion and reduces acid reflux. It relieves pressure on the spine, especially if you place a pillow between your knees for alignment. Sleeping on the left side is simple, safe, and effective. It aligns with how your body naturally works best at night. A real-life example. Take Robert, a 76-year-old who always slept on his back. His wife often noticed long pauses in his breathing followed by sudden gasps for air. At first, he dismissed it as just snoring. But soon he started waking up with headaches, constant fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. A sleep study revealed that his back sleeping position was contributing to undiagnosed sleep apnea, putting his heart under serious strain. When Robert began training himself to sleep on his left side, with the help of a supportive body pillow, his symptoms improved. He woke up feeling clearer, more energetic, and most importantly, his nighttime heart strain decreased. How to adjust your sleeping position. If you've been sleeping in the same position for decades, changing it might feel unnatural. But with a few tricks, you can gently train your body. Use a body pillow. Hugging a long pillow can prevent you from rolling onto your back. Elevate your head slightly. A supportive pillow under your head can keep airways open and reduce reflux. Place a pillow between your knees. This maintains spinal alignment and reduces joint stress. Rearrange your bed setup. Position pillows strategically so it's more comfortable to stay on your side. With consistency, your body will adapt, and side sleeping will feel natural within a few weeks. The bigger picture. Sleeping isn't just about rest. It's about giving your body the best conditions to heal, repair, and survive the night. For seniors, the wrong sleeping position can silently worsen existing health issues or even trigger new ones. But the right position, especially left side sleeping, can dramatically improve breathing, circulation, heart health, and overall well-being. It's a simple change with profound benefits. By making this adjustment, you're not just improving your sleep, you're protecting your life. Final thoughts. We've now covered 4 nighttime habits to avoid after 70. Eating heavy meals too late. Drinking too much liquid before bed. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. Sleeping in the wrong position. Each one might seem harmless, but together they can make the difference between peaceful nights and hidden health risks. The good news? None of these are permanent. With small, intentional changes, you can protect your heart, improve your sleep, and wake up stronger each day. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits do you recognize in your own life? Have you been eating late, keeping your room too warm, or maybe sleeping on your back without realizing the risks? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story could help inspire someone else to make a positive change. If you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who need this knowledge. Together, we can build healthier routines and enjoy our golden years with peace, energy, and strength. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.